So let's have some fun with Domain Zoo. And this hand is not keepable, but do I keep? I still keep. Let's see, we have two Nakatl, we have two fetch lines, and we can get the Nakatl's big pretty soon. So we're playing against, what's that? I guess it's mono, black blue control Demir. And I think I will want to have a Legionnaire turn 2 just to be faster. If the two, I just want to play the next Nacatl. This one attack with a wild Nacatl and get my creatures bigger than 2/2 as soon as possible. So this is a counter spell, and this is a mountain to get our Nacatl up to 2. And the next card that I'm going to fetch is a Plains. Problem is our opponent will have a counterspell. We won't need Flame Slashes because he won't play any creatures. Complicated. I like these lines. They are almost as nice as my islands. This one is okay. I chose it because it's got this pretty picture. It's so bad. I think we've got a bad matchup against mono blue control because it can't deal with our creatures, and each and every burn spell that we play is countered. Interesting is that Squirtin Hawk is just the card that we need to hit in this matchup. Even though he can deal with it with the Vinker's Justice, it's just a good card to gain card advantage. Oh, and we're actually playing against a different deck. It's the Delver Angler, which is okay. Against Delver Angler, we are pretty fine. Except that what's the name of the creature? The Angler is very big. There's the Angler to to stall the ground, but still we can attack with our Squirtin Hawks. And we have a completely different game right now. We can even block the Angler if we have a Lightning Bolt without losing the Porcelain Legionnaire. Let's see. I want to have Plains. Now let's see. What can we do? Okay. Actually, I want to attack into the Garmic Angler. Even though it's a 2-for-1, I don't think he will block. Yep, great. So now I can play my Squadron Hawk because he can counter it and get some Hawks and try and race the opponent, which is possible since we have Tribal Flames. Problematic is, yeah, do we want to block these early? Huh, that's a very interesting question. Do we want to spend our Squadron Hawk just to block his Angler? No, I don't think so. I think we want to have them as a security insurance against China's edict, I suppose. Let's see. Ah, this is okay. Looks pretty nice. I want to attack with both creatures. Does he block? Oh, he does. Let's do it as if he just did some kind of bluffing thing and play our creatures first. Nope. And since he didn't counter our creatures, he might not have the counter for the burn spell. Yep. Okay, so everything was quite okay for us. Problem is that he can play another angler now. Just a Delver. We don't care about Delvers since we have Tribal Flame to deal with the Delver. since we have Squadron Hawks just to block the Delver. I'll just see if this works out well for us. I'm still thinking about what cards can he have in his hand. He's got 3 cards and there's the presence, which we don't need anymore actually. But it's always nice to have a tribal domain, I'm sorry, to have domain, and this is nice. What can we do now? Just thinking about attacking into the Delver for 5 down to 10. 10 minus 5 is 3. Sorry. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Okay, so I want to attack first. I want him to block actually. This would put him down to 10. I suppose he doesn't have a counter. Agony Warp. Agony Warp. Okay. So we lose our poor little white Nakatl. And have to think about another way of dealing with our opponent. Nope. I don't want to kill Dever now. I want to see whether he has or what he has to flip the Delver. He didn't show us anything, so I guess it's a land. Yep. And since it's a land, it's good for us. Because we know that he doesn't have anything of importance anymore. I want to find the hawk, not the squadron one, but the 2-3 hawk. I just don't remember the name. Okay, so we have to deal with an angler. We have about 8, 9, 10, 11 damage in our hand. Hard. Hard for us to win. We just, well, not really. We have to find a lightning bolt. So we have this one here. Let's attack for 3 first. Then my line of play is Squadron Hawk. And a bolt. Not a bolt. Tribal Flames, because yes, I want to see what we have left in our library. So we have 1, 2, 3 bolts, Tribal Flames. Okay. Yeah, Riders would be nice. Okay. Let's put him down to 6. So he's under pressure now. I will get a land at the end of his turn, just to thin out our library a bit. It doesn't really matter because the percentage of or the percentage of chance that we find that we don't draw the land is 0 point something. It still doesn't flip another land. Oh, this one is nice as well. And this is a nice one. So he wants to raise us. Let me think for a while. Yeah, I'll let him just attack. There's no reason to block this early. He still has 1 card in his hand, which is, in my opinion, not the greatest one, because he should have played it 1 or 2 turns ago. And this is actually a good game, because we can play Bolt now. Let him just see the Bolt to give him the chance of conceding. Okay, begin with the sideboard. This is hard. What does he play? Does he play removal? Actually, he should play removal. Let's play some cloaks, because they are nice. And let's cut. What do I want to cut? This one is nice. Bounty Growth is nice. Matka is nice. 66 cards? Why do I have 66 cards? What did I just put in? 66 cards? Strange. 1. 65? What's wrong with my deck? Excuse me. Maybe I found a bug here. 63 cards in the deck. Uh, oh. I just didn't adjust my deck. um, Quasali might be nice to get around the big one. Pyroblast is okay, but I think I just don't need it. Let's see. So I just forgot to get 3 cards out of the deck. Cape. Oh, this is a cape. And the first play is the Nakatl. It's still a Nakatl, always turn 1, since it's our best speeder. If you consider casting cost and strength and toughness. What I miss is having more instant speed removal. Since we play the personal and legionnaire, you can just have instant speed removal all day long. I mean, just imagine, you have the first strike thing, nobody expects, or you have the mind game of the opponent always thinks about Porcelain Legionnaire. Does he have a lightning bolt? Does he not have a lightning bolt? Since he doesn't play a counter spell, no, I just attack. And get a red one. Do I have? No, I want a white one. And no, I just play Abundant Growth. As easy as that. If he wants to, he can use his counter spells on my Abundant Growth all day long. I mean, I don't know Garmic Angler. We got rid of the first Angler, which is nice. Now he's got a Brainstorm. And we have access to all kinds of mana that we need. Next turn might be true, or it might be better to play Terramorphic Expanse and play a Legionnaire. It might be better. No, it's okay. We have too many Flame Slashes. We just have to deal with about how many creatures? 8 creatures? 8 removal. Might not be the best way of dealing with the creatures. Not the most effective way. Okay, so we have to think about that. Does he have a counter where we have to pay 2 mana more or not? I don't think so. So I just try and play the Flame Slash now, making him think that we have no other land. Yeah, this seems okay. Let's attack first. I didn't play this one because I need Porcelain first. Ghastly Demise. Sure. Let's play this one now. And Flame Slash the Delver. And we have a Legionnaire. We still have to cut 3 cards, which we will do after the match, and see which ones we don't need. And there is actually the bad one. The big Angler. It's just one Angler. He's got a counter spell left in his hand. We have 1 removal and several lands. I don't want to risk anything. No. So what can I do actually? I play Terramorphic Expanse. Oh, this was a bad play. Since he's about to counter the riders now. And we cannot play any mind tricks with our legendary anymore. Yeah, it's a deprive, okay. This was the worst case, or the worst play that I could have made this turn. Usually I want to have blue, because I want to get it, the riders as big as possible. Okay, if you attack, I counter attack. That's for sure. Brainstorm. Yes. It's so nice that he can always use his cards to put the 2 cards of Brainstorm into his graveyard. And we want to have blue. Problem with this deck is that we do not have real card advantage. Oh, this is nice. Let's play this one first. And then we have the chance of playing Squadron Hawk, because it's more important, just because we can, oh, it's 5/5, nice. We can either dodge oh great, the edicts with the Hawks, or jump his angler. Counter attack for 3. I don't want to block his angler since he has Agony Warp with my Matka riders. I'd rather block with the Squadron Hawk. And I guess it could be right to just block here with the Hawk, but I'm not sure. Problem for him is that board state is in our favor. He has to deal with about 3 creatures without having too much options to do so. Okay, good one. So, problem is he has Agony Warp. Let me think for a while. If I attack with these creatures, he will kill this one and block that one with the Angler. And we don't want to lose Riders. We don't want to lose Legendary. We could play, let me think, 2. But we still get rid of the Angler, but lose 2 of our creatures. Is it worth doing so? Let me see. He loses 2 cards, we lose 3 cards in the worst case scenario. Is it worth doing so? Yes, because as soon as we get rid of the angler, we have dealt with 2 anglers, and if we are lucky he doesn't have Agony Verb, which I suppose he has. There it is. If he has Hydroblast now, I can actually scoop. Oh, nice. 1 Hawk. 2 Hawks. And now we're a bit behind, as well as in the race, as in card advantage. We have a lot of lands, but we don't have anything to create card advantage, and the pressure on the board is pretty low. There's not much pressure on our side of the board. This might change if we find like an Amadeo Cloak or anything like that. What I don't like is that we found another land, because I just don't need more lands. I play out my Hawks because I think he doesn't have any mass removal targeting the Hawks. If he has mass removals, it's bad for us. If he doesn't, it's okay. So he had a Gush, which is pretty interesting in this kind of deck. 4 cards. Oh, he actually plays Shovel, which is bad for us. Now we are going to lose because we don't have card advantage. He has a counterspell that he can play now to get rid of the personal legionary. Yep, and that's it. Maybe not. What's that? Thought Scour. 4 cards in his hand. 2 cards, I'm sorry. Stormbound. We don't care about Stormbound. But we care about flooded, being flooded. Why does he use his Thought Scour so excessively? There's no reason to use it now. He just lost Garmuk Angler and a counterspell. I would just wait using my Thought Scour. He's not in too much of an hurry. It is frustrating, especially because we are playing 63 cards. And when you play 63 cards and you're getting flooded with having 20 lands, it's kind of sad, I would say. And as a matter of fact, we just had about, let me see, 4 or 5 Evolving Wilds / Terramorphic Expanses in this game. And there's the next one. A bit frustrating. But that's magic, as I'll say. In the first match we had, in the first game, we had so much luck. Now we have to, rely on a draw. And there's a ponder, which is very good for him because he can find his. You can even have a delver, because he can find a counterspell, which might be better, but isn't, I think. Delver is okay because he can set up a Delver flip as well with a ponder, which I think he has. Let's see what we have now. Oh, great, Nylia's presence. I'm getting sarcastic, ironic, violent growth. Undo. This might break out if he doesn't have a counterspell and I get the... this one is not enough. I was just thinking about the flyer, what's it called? Yeah, counterspell. If I'm lucky, I can use this one now to get rid of the Delver. Good. We have to be as fast as possible, so Flame Slash. This is a concession, as easy at that. So I want to have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I think this one is not as good as I thought it would be. And let's cut the hogs actually. Because of Shrivel. Let's try it like that. If he just counter his cantrips and counter spells, let's keep. I have a high chance of finding the other mana sources, and I just want to try and see whether this could work out like that. I have 2 draws to find a second land, and then I can play Presence and have a strong chance of playing very big Madcast Raiders. Green. I could play better removal in my sideboard as well. Come on, give me one land. Come on. No. This is not a land. Thought Scour, yeah. He uses it so aggressively, the Thought Scour. Guess he holds up counter mana this turn to counter our Abundant Growth. Let's play Nacatl first. He doesn't need to counter that. Yep. This is going to be a long, frustrating game. Or a short, even more frustrating one. Let's see. This one is not as nice as that one. Now we are drawing a lot of Skyfishers. Skyfisher is the best creature in our deck. Yep. Skyfisher is great against Delveru. It's great against a lot of decks that rely on creatures. Oh, this is a nice picture. Have a look at this. Yeah, what do you call it? Is it a dragon? The flying machine, dragon wings. This is pure card advantage because you can get abundant growth and have abundant abuse of the second ability of the Skyfisher. That is usually a disadvantage, but you take advantage of it and abuse the disadvantage of the core Skyfisher. I mean, this is a great way to gain card advantage in a format called Pauper, which we are playing excessively. And that should be a good game for him. It's time to discard Riders. Even though they're my best creature against the opponent, we have to discard them. Now it's time for an Angler, I would say. If I were him, I would play an Angler. Yep, and there it is. He has a 4-turn clock. We can deal with the Angler. He has a counter spell to deal with our removal spells as well as creature spells. And I guess we'll find a fetch land, anything like that. Like the expands. And lose because of bad decisions. So which card is there to be cut? Legendary is... I think he's worse than the core Skyfisher. So I would just cut the Legionnaires. Tribal Flames. Turn 6. No land. Discard the Matka Riders. Just because they are 3 mana and we cannot do anything about them. He's dealing 5 damage to us, so we're down to 15. At the end of his turn, I just try and blow up Delver with my Bolt first. Parry Blast, I think I can use for even more spells than Lightning Bolt is useful for. It's a bit boring to see that nothing is happening, that it's so much time that is wasted thinking in a game that is already won by him. And there's a counter spell. He should have an Hydro Blast as well. Skyfisher. Get back a growth. Which is abundant now. Because we don't need any growth anymore. We just need a removal for the angler, which we don't have. And there's a gush. Even more frustrating to have. Or to see that our opponents have gush. Ghastly Demise. Which is not very nice. The demise. Please do not find anything. A land, please. Good. So we're down to 9 after this turn. And yep, F6. I apply an abundant growth on to this one again, just to draw another card and still have the option of playing Flame Slash onto the Delver. Let's try and play Nakatel first, which he is going to counter since it can no, he doesn't. So it's Flame Slash time, I think. He's playing this quite well, because there's no need to counter the Wild Nakatel just because it dies to the Angler. It might have been better to play Nylea's Presence, just to be able to Tribal Flame the Angler. Not sure about that. I think I blocked the Angler. Yeah. Another one. This is going to be brutal. One land. Okay, that's good game. Okay, thanks for watching. Let me see the list again. There's my list. Ooh, this is a pretty strange list that I'm playing here. I changed a bit some cards. I just took out the Porcelain Legionary, even though he's a great one to have. The problem is that we don't have too much card advantage and have to rely on being fast, but the deck is actually mid-range, and therefore there's not enough card advantage in there. Maybe it's reasonable to play a list that has card advantage, like the bolts. Let me see, what's it called? To have not Searing Blaze, Stagger Shock. This one is great for the main Su. Maybe just play more islands and have access to Brainstorm. I just took out the mountain. Sorry about that. I misclicked. Where is it? There's my mountain, my nice little mountain. The sideboard is the standard bearer against a lot of decks. He's great against Burn and great against Bogus and things like that. Cloak is good to against Burn as well, and to put the race into your favor. Let's see if this deck evolves a bit. If I just play I keep on playing this deck. Let's see in the next um, 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 in the next matches if I have to change anything. Thanks for watching.